Hi, and welcome to the Ryan and Pat Show here on this lovely rainy Monday. Pat, how you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Not doing too bad. We got a lot to talk about here on this lovely podcast here with the Ryan and Pat Show. We got good old Fergie singing with the good old NBA All-Star Game. We got some Blackhawks talk. We got some Anthony Rizzo reactions from the terrifying shooting in Florida. And some more Olympics talk. But hey, let's start out with Fergie singing the national anthem at the NBA All-Star Game. Please tell me you heard it and give some reaction about it.
I heard it. It was the worst national anthem I've ever heard in my life.
You think?
It sounded like she was trying to, please herself.
Yeah.
And I don't know who allowed her to let her sing this national anthem. I think it was for almost 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I was hearing too.
Why did it take 5 minutes?
I'm really not too sure, to be honest with you, but that's ridiculous.
I mean, I get it. People have their own version on how they want to sing it. Okay, fine. But this was too long and horrible.
Yeah, I mean, I heard little bits and pieces of it on the David Kaplan show, and let me tell you, it just sounded just like, I don't even know. Words can't even describe how bad it was. Even everyone's talking about how bad it is.
The players were laughing during it.
Yeah.
Chance the Rapper was laughing. Jimmy Kimmel tried to hold back his laughter, but he had that big smirk on his face.
You knew it was pretty bad if people were smirking and almost laughing during the damn national anthem.
I mean, Steph Curry, he was laughing hysterically. Draymond Green, LeBron James started to laugh. It was a joke.
Yeah. I don't know. Honestly, personally, I think Fergie's not a bad singer. She's
not
got
bad looking
really,
either.
Really good voice. Yeah, not bad looking. And to do this, it kind of, people I'm sure have lost some respect for her.
Her career's over with after that.
Yeah, I would say so. What do you think she is, mid-30s? Late 30s? I'm not really sure, to be honest.
I don't know.
But yeah, I'd probably say her career.
I'm awful at guessing how old people are.
Yeah, that's very true. We've been over this multiple times, but yeah, let's just put that national anthem in the past, right?
Yeah, let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on. Let's go to some better news, some Chicago Blackhawks talk. Did you watch the game or no?
I did not watch the game. I was out to dinner.
Oh boy, you missed a good game, man.
I didn't face the TV, but I saw the highlights in the window.
The updates. Dude,
I just kept seeing goal after goal after goal.
It was a completely new team. It looked like an absolutely completely new team. We did all small things. Got shots on net. Braden Holtby, probably and arguably one of the better goaltenders in the NHL, just got lit up.
I mean, I saw we were up 1-0. Tay scored.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think, a few minutes later, the Capitals scored.
Yep.
And the first thing that came to my mind was, here we go again.
Everyone probably either A, turned the TV off, or just said, oh, here we go. Here goes the loss already. Chalk it up.
I immediately, I was dog sitting my brother's dog.
Yep.
And I like to talk to the dog. Not, give that dog some love.
Yeah, I sense you a dog lover.
I love dogs.
Yeah.
And I was talking to Layla, and I saw it's 1-1, and I just looked at her, and I said, Layla, game over. We lost.
Did she look at you like, what the hell are you talking about? Did she kind of give a woof, like, yeah, you're right, or did she just kind of sit there and just...
She kind of sit there, she moved her head to the side like...
Okay, yeah,
what?
So she kind of acknowledged it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and my brother like to think she loves sports.
Okay.
That sports on is always on in my brother's house.
Okay. Do you ever find her looking at the TV and watching with you here and there, or is she just kind of one of those where she's there, just for sports?
Well, it's kind of funny you brought that up.
Mm-hmm.
I watched some Shameless. Great show on Netflix, by the way.
Never seen it, but I've heard it's a great show.
She wouldn't watch Shameless for whatever reason. Okay, fine. And then I watched a lot of the golf tournament, the Genesis Open in California.
Mm-hmm.
She just seemed to literally lay next to me and just watch that. So I think she's a sports dog.
Hey, those are always the best dogs, I personally think.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, big 7-1 win. No one was really expecting this because the Capitals are pretty hot. I mean, they're always a good team. Ovechkin, really didn't do much. Surprisingly, Holtby wasn't saving the pucks like he usually does.
Well, did you hear what the Capitals coach said in the morning skate?
No.
I forgot who interviewed him. Mm-hmm. And they asked a question, what's your approach against the Blackhawks, even though they're on an 8-game losing streak? Mm-hmm. And he just basically said, it's the Blackhawks. They're known for winning. They're a dynasty. He goes, heck, they could put up 6, 7, 8 goals tonight.
Yeah.
Well, he predicted it.
Well, Barry Trotz, he's one of those legendary NHL coaches still to this day, and he knows the Hawks. He's seen the Hawks multiple times, as we all know. But, hey, he pretty much predicted it. No one really predicted 7 goals, but, hey,
I predicted.
Maybe he jinxed himself.
I was going to get tickets for this game. I was thinking, I've never seen Ovechkin play.
Yeah.
And I'm a big Ovechkin fan. I love the way he plays the game. Mm-hmm. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to get tickets.
Yep.
Then the losing streak happened. I'm like, I'm not going to get tickets because it's going to be an automatic loss.
Right, exactly. Thinking at least against Ovechkin and the Capitals.
Yep, I'm kicking myself for not getting tickets because they were really cheap.
Yeah, they have been. And tonight's game and Wednesday's and Friday's game at home are pretty cheap. But, Pat, let me bring this up to you while I was sitting there watching the game, talking to my buddies about this. Is it me, or since, we've been winning these cups since 2010 and, just doing good against good teams, is it me or do the Blackhawks like to play good against good teams and anybody else who's really not that good of a team, like, say, Coyotes, Canucks, they could really give two lesses on?
I agree 100% with that, and I'm going to relate this to one of my all-time favorite football teams, the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Yeah.
I love the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Yes, you do.
I went to the Ohio State game, and everyone knows, and it was even broadcasted, that when a big team goes to Iowa, it is very tough for them to win because the fans are right on top of you, and when I mean right on top, they're maybe 5-6 feet away from the benches.
Okay.
So they could literally just grab a helmet and run or talk to the players. So that's a big advantage for Iowa right there.
Right.
And just the atmosphere there. But going back to this, Iowa does well against Penn State, Michigan, Ohio State, all the big top schools in the Big Ten. When Illinois comes to town, not Wisconsin. Wisconsin usually kills us.
Yeah.
That's the one team we can't beat for some reason. Illinois, Nebraska, Minnesota, Purdue, we struggle.
Yeah.
Like, what happens?
Right. Yeah.
And it's going back to the Blackhawks. You have, I'd say Capitals are number 1 seed.
Right around there, yeah.
They literally said, screw you.
Yeah.
And I get it. The Capitals have beaten up on the Blackhawks numerous times and put up 5-6 goals on us.
Oh, yeah.
It was bound to happen, but I was not expecting this weekend.
I don't think anybody did. And it's really odd that we just, for some reason, put the floodgates open and just go to town on teams that are either equal to us or better, at least standing-wise, or, our team, I believe, built physically down inside of them is a playoff team. They're playoff built. They love playing against good teams. And I think partially the reason why we've been so off this year is that, every schedule is equal and we play, a certain amount of number of teams, in a certain amount of times. But I personally think they've always been a playoff team. They've always had a playoff atmosphere inside, everything. It just, it's in their blood. They love playing against good teams. When it comes to the worst teams, I think they kind of struggle with it. They're not used to the slower pace. I get that vibe, and I said this to my buddies, and like you said, you agree with it, and it's just, I don't know what it is. It's one of those things, but good for them. Good start to the homestand. 7-1. They play the LA Kings tonight at home. I think they played LA a couple times. Probably lost to them because they've been on a slump this year. But LA, they really don't have that many good guys. I think they're probably sitting middle in their conference right now. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens tonight. Do you give Forsberg the nod again?
Yes.
Yeah. How do you feel about Glass? He was put on waivers and he got dropped back down to Rockford. Excuse me. It's Monday. And they called back up Berube. How do you feel about that? I mean, it's really not too much of a drop down right now considering what the Hawks have been doing. But how do you feel about that?
I could play a better goalie than Glass, and I like to think myself. I don't play hockey. I play pond hockey.
Yep.
And I like to think of myself as Goldberg of the Mighty Ducks.
Okay.
If someone took a slap shot on me, I'm getting out of the way. But I may put my stick out there like a baseball bat, hoping
to maybe swing and hit it or something like that?
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't... Glass, I get you've been in the AHL for years.
He's been in the cage. He's pretty much played everywhere besides the NHL, Pat.
And I get it. You get that call, you're excited. You had some really good starts. We're like, all right, cool, we got a goalie.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sorry, it's
business.
Yeah, and I forget what I was reading. It was from a different sport.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was about the Houston Texans linebacker that they're going to release. He said it perfectly. It's a business.
Yeah.
If you don't perform, they're either going to get rid of you or put you back down in the
minors.
Yep. So it goes with every sport.
It is. Yeah.
So, I think he understands that. I think he knows it was coming.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, maybe. I don't see him coming back up, but maybe if he, for whatever reason, has a great few games in Rockford, all right, then maybe give him a second chance, depending on where we're at.
Yeah, depending on where we're at and depending on if Crawford's going to come back soon or not. There's been rumors that, he's been practicing with the team. But honestly, I don't think there's really a rush at this point. Pretty slim to none chances of making the playoffs. Currently have a better chance of getting the overall number one pick right now than making the playoffs. I'd kind of rather see that at this point. Get a good draft pick. They've been scouting a defenseman as of right now, but yeah, I don't really know what everyone's hoping for. I mean, heck, it'd be an incredible run if they made it to the playoffs. If they play like they did last night or Saturday night, I mean, hell, they will make the playoffs, but I guess every game's a different game. Every day is a new day for them, so they just gotta grind every game from here on out and see where that leads them. If it leads them into the off season early, it is what it is. Can't win them all, but
no, you cannot.
I guess we'll see the contest at tonight. But hey, talking about hockey, did you get to watch the good old USA women's hockey against Olympic athletes of Russia?
See, I have not. And the only Olympics I have watched...
Let me guess. Are curling.
And?
Probably snowboarding.
Those are the only two.
Yep.
Why? I don't know. I maybe turned the TV on at the wrong time and I don't see hockey. Well,
the funniest part that you mentioned that is hockey plays at such random times. Like last night they played Olympic athletes of Russia at frickin' 10:10 at night.
Oh, I was sound asleep.
And then I believe Wednesday for the gold medal game, which they won against Olympic athletes of Russia, they play a gold medal game versus Canada, I believe at 9:10 at night. Are you going to be staying up, Pat, to watch that lovely game? Or are you going to be sound asleep?
I think I might be on my way to sound asleep.
But keep this in mind, though. USA's got the men's team has to pretty much win every game out in order to even think about getting into a medal game. So now are you going to reconsider staying up Wednesday night for the women's?
I mean, maybe. I mean, I'm pretty tired.
Yeah.
Once 8 o'clock hits,
yeah,
I'm 24. I feel like an old person. Once night 8 o'clock hits, I'm ready to go to bed.
No, yeah, I'm there with you.
You know,
but might try to grind it out to stay at least so awake for the first and see how they do.
I mean, I may, if I remember, I'll turn it on.
Mm-hmm.
You may have to text me.
Yeah.
Mark my words, I'm very forgetful.
Yeah, I mean, I might even forget about it too, but
if I don't watch it for whatever reason, I wish them the best of luck. We all know Canada is known for their hockey, men's and women's. It's ridiculous how good they are.
Yeah, it really is.
It's in their blood. But, I wish the USA national teams nothing but the best of luck. I hope the women's can come out with a gold medal. That'd be great.
That would be awesome.
I hope the men's can turn it around.
Right, hopefully.
I mean, like you said, they have to win every game to think about it. It's pretty tough.
Yeah, it really is. But, I mean, honestly, it's just hard, especially for the men's right now. No NHL players are allowed right now playing in the Olympics. And, that was Gary Bettman's decision, and not a lot of people like it. But, it is what it is. He's the NHL commissioner, and he says, and we do, and we listen. So, it sucks, but at the same time, it truly shows what our country is about without, the professional hockey players.
Yeah.
I read a stat. Most of these players are ex-NCAA D1 college hockey players, and or if played in the NHL back in the day. Couple local guys who used to play for the Hawks. One of them is James Wisniewski. I don't know if you remember him, defenseman.
I do not.
He's playing for them. I'm blanking right now on Brian Gianti played on the New Jersey Devils. Sure,
I like the name. I like the name.
There's a couple other ones that people would recognize that stick out, but other than that, obviously no current NHL players. But good luck to them the rest of the way. Hopefully the women's can pull it off. Because 4 years ago, of course, same gold medal game, but Canada pulled out.
Don't remind me.
Yeah. And
I'm still a little bitter about that.
Yeah, hopefully USA can pull it off. Hillary Knight gets in there and runs some Canadians over, and
Well, I wouldn't say run them over.
She's I would say maybe, if not the biggest USA hockey player, women's, on the women's side. So, I mean, who knows? You know how girls are when they fight and they're competitive. They'll do anything for blood.
I want to see a girl hit another girl as what Hartman did to that Anaheim player the other night.
I would love to see that, but we all know that nails would be broken, hair would be pulled. It would pretty much turn out to be a bloodbath. It would definitely be a bench brawl. There wouldn't be a gold medal given out.
Maybe for the hit.
Maybe for the hit, yeah. Maybe that just get her, MVP or something.
She had my vote.
But I don't know if that would resolve much. But hey, you know what? Let them go for it. Let's see what happens.
That was a beautiful hit.
It really was. And
then he ducks, and the two other guys just run into each other.
It was pretty ridiculous that they gave him a penalty, too, because, of course, Anaheim's coaching staff started yelling at the refs, so they had to call something.
Hey, I'm okay with it.
I mean,
that was a beautiful hit.
It was a beautiful hit, and there shouldn't have been a penalty called, though.
See, if I was a hockey player, don't give me the puck. Let me do what Hartman did.
You're going to go running and you're laying people out?
I have the most penalty minutes. I don't care.
Yeah?
Just let me hit someone.
Yeah? Well, the thing, though, Pat, is that you got to get good on your skates, though, first.
I did get voted the bender of the team.
You did. Specifically from the Facebook chart. And that wasn't even voted from your friends, either.
It's because of the day of my birthday.
Yeah, but, we'll give it a try.
No, it was the month.
The month, yeah.
The day of my birthday, you have the same day, but a different month, and we were on the same team.
Right, we were on the same team, but you're just the biggest bender. And I had the nicest hair.
You do have nice hair.
I try.
Get a haircut?
Yeah, I did.
Did you go see what's her name?
Yeah, at Sports Clips. Does a phenomenal job every time. Would highly recommend that, guys. Sports Clips, always a good place to go get your hair cut. You go to Sports Clips often or what?
I do. I see Tracy.
Do you?
Tracy does a phenomenal job. And if Tracy's not in, I don't go.
Well, it is what it is, But yeah, let's hope we bring back some gold for the women's team, men's as well. But they need a miracle run, and it all starts. I forget who they play next, but they just got to keep grinding. Hawks tonight. Hopefully they get a big dub against LA, and keep moving forward as they season comes to a close here shortly. But we'll be right back after these messages. Hi, and welcome back to the Ryan and Pat Show. We're back. Let's talk a little bit about the sad Florida shooting. It kind of relates to a little bit of sports talk. It was actually at the high school that Anthony Rizzo attended back in high school. I know he gave a speech down there. Me and you kind of just watched a little bit of his press conference back with the Cubs at spring training. He said it was one of the hardest things he's ever done. He also said he didn't really know what to say. And honestly, let's put ourselves in his shoes.
What do you say?
What do you even say?
I applaud Anthony Rizzo
for everything he's done.
Everything he's done by just leaving spring training and going back home. I mean, he went to that high school. He's put hundreds of thousands of dollars back in that high school because they needed something with the athletic department, money for something, and he provided for them. He does his charity walk in Parkland, Florida every year. Mm-hmm. His parents live blocks away from the high school. To me, Anthony deserves a C on his jersey.
He honestly does. He's a role model. He's a captain of not only the Cubs. He's a captain. He's a role model. He's everyone's idol. Great guy. Does a lot of charity work. He raises a lot of money for cancer. I believe he was 11 when he battled cancer.
18.
18? Okay.
Off by 7 there.
Off by 7. It's Monday. What kind of cancer do you have again?
That's a good question. I don't remember. I know it was with the he was with the Boston Red Sox organization, and it was the same time or right around the time John Lester just beat cancer. Mm-hmm. And John Lester was his idol because of beating cancer, and I guess Rizzo fainted when he first met Lester. Not because it's John Lester, but just from all the medicine, the chemo. Theo Epstein drafted him, and then Rizzo, being the guy he is, beat it. He's someone every kid should look up to, whether you're a White Sox fan.
No matter what fan you are.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm not saying the White Sox have bad players.
Right.
I'm not saying that
they don't have role models or anything like that.
But it's just you don't see many athletes do what Rizzo does.
He went out of his way, and I believe he missed a couple of days of spring training just to go down.
The Cubs were going to allow him to skip all of spring training.
That's crazy.
I mean, and Joe Madden said it perfectly. He is the proudest of Anthony Rizzo for just getting up and going home to where he belongs.
Yeah.
I mean, Arlington Heights, we have Jimmy Garoppolo. We had Walter Payton lived here for a little bit, and his son and daughter went to St. Viator High School. Mm-hmm. We have former professional soccer player Brian McBride live in Arlington Heights. I'm not saying they won't do what Rizzo did. However, not many people know a professional soccer player lives in their town.
Right.
I mean, they may know Jimmy Garoppolo does, and Walter Payton used to before he built his house in Barrington. But this just goes to show you Anthony Rizzo is all about family, all about being home. And he spends all of his time in the off season in Parkland, Florida. Not because that's where he grew up, only because that's where his family is.
Yeah, he does. Like he said in the interview, he does it for the community, does it for his friends, does it for his family. He gives a lot of respect for all the students that go there right now, for what they've done, for what they've come together as one. It's an incredible thing, that they, come together as one. I personally didn't know it was Anthony Rizzo's hometown for, I think, about...
Since birth.
Yeah, about, what, it's been...
He's 26, 27.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I never knew that. I don't think a lot of people know that he was born in Florida.
And it's one of the safest towns in Florida. And it's very sad. It's very unfortunate. But this isn't a political statement or anything like that. But we, as a nation of people who grow up in, wherever you live, go to schools all the time, we think school's a safe place.
Yeah.
I went to NIU. That's where, you and I met.
Uh-huh.
And not once did I think that my classroom was going to get shot up.
Right.
Because of what happened Valentine's Day 11, 12 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I felt very safe in my classrooms at NIU, even though there was a mass shooting there.
Yeah, it's crazy to think that. And, I mean, it just goes to show it can honestly happen anywhere.
It is. And school shootings, there's a stat that I believe it was USA Today showed that there has been 18 school shootings in 2018 since January 1. And that's a school shooting every 2.5 days.
Jeez.
What can we have to figure something out? Because, right now, no one's really doing anything. Okay, fine. I get it. They're scared to raise their voices, or they're scared
to get in trouble,
exactly,
or be the one to tell on them.
But this needs to stop, because if this keeps going at the rate it is, I'm gonna homeschool my kids.
Yeah,
and I'd hate to do that.
It's coming to the point where they're gonna have to inspect every single person that walks through the door.
So for me, that's enough. I don't want to talk about this anymore. It's a sensitive subject.
But hey, shout out to Anthony Rizzo for what he's done.
Anthony, if you somehow are able to listen to this, I give you nothing but the utmost respect. Thank you for all that you do.
All the care and everything for your community.
You are a person that I hope one day my kids can be like.
Yeah. You're definitely a role model. Love your community. You do everything for your community, and it's a huge thing that what you've done this past week, and we wish you all of the best of luck, and
go hit 40 home runs for me.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. But hey, I don't really know. How's your Monday going so far, Pat?
It's Monday.
Kind of just going off topic. I'm just kind of rambling right now, but
it's a case of the weekend. It's Monday.
It is. How'd your weekend go?
Yeah, it was really relaxing.
Yeah.
My niece turned 3.
Okay.
I was unable to attend her birthday party because I had baseball practice the next day.
Understandable.
Last practice before season starts.
Right.
So I just had a nice relaxing weekend. Didn't really do much. I ran some errands. That's about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of just laid around, watched the Hawks, cleaned the apartment, and by the time I knew it, I'm sitting here at 12:52 on a Monday and saying, well, where'd the weekend go? But hey, that's what happens when you get in the real world, am I right?
The things I do to be back in college.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, but I don't miss the work. The homework, the tests, the projects.
I don't miss the tests. I do homework.
Yeah, not Spanish homework. Hell no.
No.
No. Uh-uh.
In case if you all are wondering, that's where Ryan and I met, Spanish 101.
It is. And somehow we passed through 4 really tough semesters, but hey, we're here. College graduates of 2017. Roll skis, am I right?
What does that mean?
Roll skis.
Is that a hockey term for NIU?
Some say it is, but yeah, like roll skis, like roll tide, but roll skis.
No.
Yeah.
If you compare that to Roll Tide, no. I hate Alabama.
Yeah, a lot of people do. I'm not really too much of a fan, but this one's for you, Billy and Alex out there. Me and Pat both hate Alabama. So, hope you're listening to this right now, but, roll skis.
No.
Just say it.
No.
Because you hate Alabama. Like, it's opposite of Alabama.
But the word roll is in there.
It's all right. You can still say it.
No.
Then go Huskies.
All right, go Huskies. But go Huskies September 1st.
Oh, you and your damn NIU versus Iowa game.
I'm going to the Iowa NIU game. I'm an NIU grad, but I'm a Iowa Hawkeye football fan at heart.
Well, hey, I'm hoping NIU beats them.
No, please, because I was at that last game. Jordan Lynch went off in the final quarter, and NIU beat Iowa 30-27. And I remember specifically telling my best friend Kyle, I hate NIU with a burning passion because of that loss. Well, a year later, he basically texted me after that game, remember the time you hate NIU? Look where you're at.
Yeah. You're sitting in a classroom at NIU.
Yeah, I know.
Pretty much right next to me inside a Spanish class. So, yeah. Be careful what you say. But hey, we'll have to wait and see how that turns out. But, for now, I guess, hopefully everyone enjoys their week. Pat, you got anything else to say?
No, I'm good, man.
You good?
I'm good.
You gonna stay dry out there? It's pretty rainy.
Hope so. I got an umbrella. They're saying thunderstorms later, so get prepared.
Well, hopefully there's no more snow, but that's almost impossible. Knowing Illinois weather.
Well, it might snow in August.
Or April. Who knows? Hopefully not.
I really hope not.
I hope not either. But for everyone listening, this is the Ryan and Pat Show. For Pat, this is Ryan. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week. Go Huskies, go Cubs, go Hawks. And we'll see you next time. Have a good one.